Up here? No, it'll go right here. What is good, everybody? Welcome back. We are on another 2k15 game. And we are playing host to the New York Knicks. We are on the roll. Let's see if we can get another win. Let's get into it. Zach and Ernie.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Along with Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and we're starting to get a sense of how this season will develop. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Dallas Mavericks. For Dallas, they've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely for real. When it comes to versatile scorers, Carmelo Anthony right there at the top of the list.
Yes, he's a big body guy, loves to play inside, loves to play outside. He can post up, loves to operate on that pinch post, has gotten better as a three-point shooter. You can't take everything away from this guy. You got to give something up.
He can certainly be a handful, that's for sure. So's Kevin Harlan. It's your turn.
Yes, your turn. Knicks.
Park Avenue and 42nd Street outside Grand Central Station in Midtown Manhattan. Live from New York at the home of the Knicks, it's the NBA. It's out on the road tomorrow as the Knicks wrap up this home stretch. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
When I look at New York, they just haven't shown the kind of toughness and resilience I expected to see from them this year. Whenever they face some adversity, they haven't been able to fight through it.
Which is really the difference between good teams and great teams. Clark, there's always going to be adversity for everybody. It's how you fight through it that really defines who you are as a team.
Now, look at Dallas's starting lineup. The forwards are Parsons and Dirk. Woodruff out there with Carter, and it's Chandler in at the 5 down low. And here's Anthony from the arc. Good on the shot. Anthony's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for New York. Well, last season, that even though he had hoped guys to remain in Knicks, Carmelo Anthony wanted to at least experience free agency. And Steve, something that he's really never gone through.
Well, it's understandable, you know, for a player of his notoriety and his caliber. You know, you might not want to make a move to a new team, but just that feeling of having the choice, I think is something that a lot of players crave during their career.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Udrih dishes to Nowitzki. Cams the 12-footer. Nowitzki's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Now here's Calderon. He's covered closely. The 3. They get the rebound. And Dallenberg kicks to Calderon to the left side wing. Dallenberg passes to Calderon. And Nowitzki with the block. And they get it back. And it's the Mavericks on the break. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. That's good. And it's Udrih with the assist that time. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Shumpert dishes to Anthony. Back to Shumpert. And a powerful one-handed slam. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You got to challenge him a little bit at least.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Calderon. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And Udrih kicks to Parsons. And there's the feed to Udrih. Back to Parsons. Now the dish to Nowitzki. Shot clock at 6. And he gets it to go. Nowitzki's got 6. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Now here's Anthony. 35 points for him last game against Toronto. And that one hits back iron.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot by John, the whistle blowing. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
So often what you're able to do on the road defines who you are as a team, and in the Western Conference where you'll finish in that conference. Lucky for Dallas, they were a very strong road team.
Vince Carter hits them both.
Dallas with 23 road wins, as you said, and that seemed to be the difference for them getting back to the playoff picture and driving the Spurs all the way to 7 wins.
Now here's Calderon. This time out he had 14 points. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Stoudemire. Anthony's got 5 now.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
From downtown, and Udrih gets it to go. Well, Clark, you look at why the Mavs are so good on the road. They just weren't affected by the change in venue.
Yeah, they were top 3 in shooting as a road team, right behind the Heat and the Spurs, unfazed by being away from home.
Here's Anthony after the Mavericks pick up 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. 7 points in the game. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Carter, the pass to Udrih. And a miss there on the triple. New York trailing. Anthony down low, defended by Carter. And Anthony gets it to go.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Carter kicks to Nowitzki. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Watch out below. Get out of his way now.
No way that he was going to slow him down.
Not that time. They weren't about to take those points away from him.
For New York, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Calderon dishes to Stoudemire. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Jose Calderon, a huge boost offensively at point guard. He's a terrific floor general, sets up his teammates nicely, takes good care of the ball, and he's a top-tier marksman. In the NBA, we call those guys lasers. He can do it off the bounce or spotting up.
And the first one drops. He talked, Steve, about Calderon shooting. In his career, he's led the league in both free throw percentage and three-point percentage.
I guess the trade-off is defensively. I mean, he's solid, not spectacular, but his shooting is such a problem for defenses, and especially when you pair him with good players like Dallas did a year ago. Boy, he can really play and space that floor.
And Calderon drops them both.
Jose Calderon signed by the Mavericks to a 4-year contract last season. Along with Monte Ellis, he helped elevate Dallas to become a top-5 team offensively.
Now, here's Nelson. Turned in an outstanding game against Golden State. Outside Hardaway. That's a 2 from Smith. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And Clark Calderon traded this offseason to the New York Knicks. They feel they've made an upgrade at that position.
I would venture to say they did. Raymond Felton struggled last season. Felton is a better defender than Calderon, but offensively, I don't think there's much comparison. Calderon is next to the passer, and he's one of the best shooters in league history on the catch and off the dribble.
Here's Smith following the score by Vince Carter.
Good, tough defense there, getting a hand up, forcing that miss.
Well, he's got the reputation of being a tough defender, and there was an example right there for him.
Good, and a nice assist from Nelson. And that's now 9 points for Vince Carter.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Now let's find out what head coach Derek Fisher had to say to DB. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. He talked about the challenge challenge defensively going up against a team that can really execute. He said, they're a team that makes the most of every single possession. They won't settle for tough shots. We have to make them take difficult shots, contested shots. Guys, let's see if they have what it takes.
Okay, Doris, so Steve and Clark, what will you guys be looking for overall, defensively from this team, given they're facing such terrific shooters tonight?
Well, it's going to take tremendous energy, so I would look for them to go fairly deep into their bench.
Yeah, I like that thought, Steve. Really, it gives you a chance to hopefully keep your defenders fresh on the defensive end. So that makes sense to me. Let's see if they can pull it off.
Now here is Carter. He had 13 points in the win against Golden State.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Knicks trail by 8. Larkin kicks to Bargnani. Smith against Wright. Hardaway for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Wright's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Bargnani. Here's Larkin, guarded by Nelson. Here's Smith. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Mavericks lead by 8. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Next Monday night, December 22nd, Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers go up against Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. A Western Conference battle. Don't miss it.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Dallas.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
Knicks trail by 8. Steve, right from the start last season, some upheaval for the New York Knicks with the front office shift.
Yeah, surprisingly, when you consider that the team was coming off a 54-win season in 2013. The team's first second-round appearance in over a decade.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Knicks. Anthony out there with Bargnani. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Shane Larkin. And it's Smith in the small forward.
And for the Knicks coaching staff last season, you think about it, guys, it had to be tough. The GM who hired you no longer with the organization. The ownership basically saying championship or bust. A lot of different pressure coming from different sources in the Knicks situation. Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Dallas leading by 6. Udrich up top. He had 13 points in the win against Golden State.
And no question, you look at his assist totals, and they tell you what a nice job he was doing with really spreading that ball around. And with a new front office again this season, the Zen Master, Phil Jackson at the helm, new coaching staff. Let's see if the Knicks can create a stable foundation moving forward.
Nice shot by Larkin.
And the field goal percentage now up over 50%, so the offense coming around.
Yeah, Steve, I think that's a good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but looking to regain some ground right now.
A different look for New York. Stoudemire's checked in for Bargnani. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Hardaway. Then for the Mavericks, Chandler comes in for Brandon Wright. And it's Nowitzki in for Al-Farouq Aminu.
I think it's what, let's take our time out first.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And Udrich kicks to Chandler. Shumpert against Nelson. Can't hit. Shumpert with some nice deep. Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks winning their last game against Golden State.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
No, let me stop playing.
Still an efficient scorer attacking the rim. The problems have been at the defensive end of the floor, where last season he fouled 4 times more than he blocked a shot. Not a great ratio. So he's got to continue to work defensively.
Here's Larkin after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Larkin kicks to Stoudemire. That's good. Stoudemire's got his second bucket of the night.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Parsons' shot is off.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense is taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc. 3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Knicks defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Now here's Nowitzki, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Who's checked in for J.R. Smith. And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. The Mavericks, #1.
You know, unlike some of the other team statistics, there are a few key guys who have helped get them to the top of the leaderboard more than other teams. I mean, this is an outstanding three-point shooting team. They take advantage of their strength by getting good looks from behind the arc.
Now here's Anthony. Right wing. Here's Dallenberg. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's Udrich in the corner. Back to Nowitzki. Chandler trying to free himself up. And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Udrich.
By Dirk
Udrich has got his 5th assist in this one. Knicks trail by 7.
You know, to make the playoffs in the West, because it's so difficult out there, you've got to take advantage of your opportunities against the weaker East. And the Mavs did just that.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
Most years, if you want in the Western Conference playoffs, you need 20 wins against the East. The Mavs met that mark last year.
Well, over the last decade, the team has been very good against teams from the East, save for a couple of hiccups here and there. Possibly because, being in the middle of the country, the road trips are not as difficult and as brutal for Dallas as the teams on the coast.
Second free throw, no good.
Iman Shumpert, an aggressive perimeter defender with lockdown potential. Still very foul prone early in his career, but he's got a chance to be elite defensively as he continues to grow.
That one goes. Count it. 16 points for Nowitzki.
By Dirk Nowitzki.
He could be in for one of those games.
Shumpert passes to Anthony. Dallenberg sets a screen for Anthony. Pass to Dallenberg. And he finishes with the dunk.
It's not enough for the defense to just get into position. They've got to get in the way.
He took what they gave him and cashed in.
Yeah, he paid it off.
Yeah, in a big way. Superb finish.
And Shumpert, fantastic athlete. Great quickness and moving ability.
Yeah, he's rebounded very well from his ACL injury. And he's got a nice handle to go along with good passing. lot of upside remaining in his game.
The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, it's been an average year at the line for them so far this year, shooting about 75%.
All right, ref, give me the ball.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Free throw good, Udrich.
Well, last season saw the completion of the $1 billion renovation of this arena. Incredible place. Palace really.
Hey, ref, give me the ball.
The CBA makes it harder to spend big money on players, so the Knicks appear to be spending big on amenities.
Smith checked in for New York. Calderon comes in for work, and so he's able to get one of two.
And you know, you mentioned those renovations. You look up and see those two walkways 2 stories above the court with built-in seating. Boy, that's impressive.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Derek Fisher went straight from playing to being a head coach. Pretty rare, but to hear his former teammates on the Thunder, he's got what it takes to be successful. Nick Collison calls him the only guy I've played with who can address the team as a leader. And Kevin Durant said he's a great motivator who commands respect. Kevin, a pretty good way to start.
Ringing endorsements from two great leaders in their own right. Thanks, Doris. With the Knicks, and we mentioned the walkways, but there's also the huge new scoreboard. And Steve, the expansive new 7th Avenue entryway.
Yeah, a couple of 600-square-foot video screens on the ceiling. As time goes on, NBA arenas just continue to get more and more lavish. The Mecca is more than keeping up with that trend. Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
And a big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well.
He's been key for this team's offense, the way he's distributed the ball.
Yeah, you know, the offense is just moving through him, Steve, no doubt.
Now, here's Calderon, averaging 13 points a contest. Pass to Carmelo. Pulls up on the elbow. Nice jump shot. Good. Anthony's got 11.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Now Udrich. He's got 8. That's good. 17 points for Vince Carter.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Now here's Calderon. And Dallenberg kicks to Anthony. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Kicks to Crowder. Shot from free throw range. Rebound by Smith. Now Calderon. To the inside. It's deflected. And stolen by Udrich. And here's the fast break. Udrich leading the way. And Carter with the dunk.
Whoops.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it
Whoops.
coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Anthony. And so we wrap up the first half. The Mavericks on top, ending the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Look at Vince Carter in this game. I mean, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
Knicks trail by 12. The problem for the Knicks last year is that they didn't really do any one thing in an outstanding way.
Well, a lot of people wonder how they missed the playoffs, but when you look at them and analyze them, they're really an average team.
Here's a Rick Carlisle starting the second half. Dirk and Chandler up front. Carter is out there with Udrich, and it's Parsons in at the small forward position. The wide open look here for Anthony. Drills it from outside. Anthony's got the first bucket of the third here for the Knicks.
Well, even with the weakness of the Eastern Conference last year, the Knicks unable to get into the postseason. It was a subpar year across the board. They're looking to bounce back now.
Now here's Calderon. Outside Anthony. Dallenberg sets a screen for Anthony.
Well, you know, when you look at most playoff teams, there's an established, clear identity of who they are and how they play and what they rely on night in and night out. The Knicks didn't have any of that.
Samuel Dallenberg, 6'11", shot blocker and rebounder. His numbers are solid, but he seems to have a way of wearing out his welcome with coaches. You notice he's played for 5 teams in the last 5 seasons.
That free throw, no good. And last season, Dallenberg, a bit of a stopgap for Dallas. He faced his share of critiques from Coach Carlin regarding conditioning Clark and focus.
In addition to that, somewhat turnover prone too, Kevin. He can pick up careless fouls as well, but when you're an athletic 6'11" and can make free throws and finish around the basket, you'll always have a home in the NBA.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possession, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
Now here's Shumpert. 5 points in the game. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, it's clear Chandler Parsons felt overlooked when the Rockets decided not to match his offer from the Mavericks. He said, quote, "They were going out looking for a third star when I thought they had one right in front of them. I guess that's just how they viewed me as a player. He'll have plenty of time to prove them wrong, gentlemen."
Well, Doris, it's hard to put a ceiling on him. He does have star potential. Knicks trail by 9. Finishes it off with a one-handed jam. They'd love to get more of those. The easiest 2 points Parsons. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Brandon Wright's checked in for the Mavericks. Carter dishes to Nowitzki. Goes to the fadeaway and hits it. Nowitzki's got 18 points in the game.
He's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Well, you talk about the great European players in NBA history. Dirk Nowitzki, Steve, has to be right at the top of the list.
Well, without question. And another distinction, for Dirk is possibly the greatest 7-foot shooter in basketball history. Actually, I think he is. And then with that high release, his jumper is about the closest thing to an unblockable shot as we've seen, since maybe the sky hook back in the day.
There's a break in the action, so a rundown now. The most reliable power forwards and centers over the past month when it comes to shooting the basketball. Dirk Nowitzki, number 1.
He's gotten to the top of that list because he has a terrific array of low post moves that allows him to free himself up to get to the basket for very high percentage shots.
And not only that, Steve, we always talk about athleticism and length and speed.
Let's get back to it.
Strength is a factor in this game, too, and it allows you to finish around the goal through other people. So that's something he does well. You mentioned the sky hook. Dirk has actually been working on a version of that shot with his lifelong German trainer. Still tinkering with his game and looking to add to it even now. And he's surely going to be a Hall of Famer. That's part of the reason why he doesn't stop working on improving.
Stoudemire outside. Dishes it to Carmelo. Some nice passing by New York here. 6 to shoot. Shumpert passes to Carmelo. With the fadeaway. Parsons with the rebound.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Here's Udrich. He's got 8. And it's Carter penetrating. Carter right side. And Udrich gets to Parsons. Off target from outside.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Now here's Calderon. He's guarded by Udrich. Calderon kicks to Shumpert. There's the pass to Carmelo.
Thank you.
And here we go. Parsons heading to the hoop. Here's Carter. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
Here's Calderon following the score by Dallas. And the shot is good. The Mavericks lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Anthony.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well. Mavs coach Rick Carlisle with over 2 decades of experience in the coaching ranks, now in his 13th season as a head coach.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Anthony right side. And the basket good. A nice shot that time. Anthony's got
Carmelo Anthony.
Efficient offensive performance.
Steve, his shooting really has been just terrific. They'd be much worse off if it weren't for him, that's for sure. You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school physical play in the paint, dominating.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
that drive by Carter. Stoudemire with the defensive effort.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Shumpert kicks to Calderon. Anthony in the corner. Gallagher dishes to Calderon. And stolen by Parsons. Throws it up high. And it's Carter with the jam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Calderon passes to Stoudemire. Calderon against Carter. Stoudemire kicks to Calderon. It's off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. So New York ends up going with the new group. Al-Farouq Amini. He's checked in for Dallas. Nelson comes in for Vince Carter. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
One more time, let me hear your Knicks City Dancers.
Dishes it to Smith from outside the arc. And Wright pulls it down. Wright's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. Knicks
Foul? So this is not a foul. Okay.
They came together was in Dallas where they fell to the Mavericks.
Kevin, that game defensively was an absolute nightmare. They went into that building and just got blown out by a very hot team.
Well, they didn't defend those shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started rocking and thumping and bumping, things only got worse.
Now, here is Nelson. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. 104 left to play here in the third. Here's Larkin. That's a Hardaway. Feeds to Smith. Here's Larkin. Guarded by Nelson. Bargnani drops in the layup for 2. Bargnani's got his first basket of the night.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Nelson dishes to right. It's stolen by Smith. And pushing it up. Here's New York. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Oh, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
And Udrich gets it to go.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Knicks trail by 12. Here's Larkin. He kicks it to Bargnani. Pass to Hardaway. Into Smith. And
Nope.
there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Earn it. Earn it.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And as a 78% foul shooter last season, he was pretty steady at the line.
And he makes the first. Dallas making a switch here. No good on the second free throw. Smith, and a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Udrich for three, and released it in time, but it's off the mark.
Ooh.
Now through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's Dallas. They lead by 11. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
Tune in this Friday night, December 19th. Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers take on Ty Lawson and the Denver Nuggets. Big-time hoops coming your way.
And it has not been on just one occasion tonight that we've seen some excellent court vision from this man. State Farm assisted the game replay, featuring one of 11 tremendous assists on the game from Udrich.
And you're right, Kevin, about this performance here tonight. We've seen play after play of just beautiful passing skill. And I'll tell you what, when he's playing well, when he's really in a groove, this offense is like a well-oiled machine.
Anthony is out there with J.R. Smith. Then there's Shane Larkin. Then it's Bargnani. And it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 for New York right now.
No way you can get back into the game if you continue to give up layups.
Knicks trail by 13. Larkin, the pass to Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Nelson, no luck.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Smith kicks to Larkin. Back to Smith. New York moving the ball around. He feeds it to Carmelo. Bargnani trying to free himself up. And the shot is good. The Mavericks lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Anthony. And it's Carter penetrating.
What a great game for Vince Carter in this one. 25 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
First one falls for it. So New York going with
Hey.
an entire new group here. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Bargnani. Stoudemire comes in for J.R. Smith. Shumpert is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Calderon in for Shane Larkin. The Mavericks also with a sub. Nowitzki's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Calderon kicks to Stoudemire. The feed to Shumpert. The dish to Carmelo. And he lays it straight in. Anthony's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Dallas, no good that time either.
Oh, I try to do that.
Knicks trail by 9. Mavericks with the rebound. Nowitzki's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Carter. And it's good. Carter's got 29.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Dallas. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Derek Fisher had some words for his team over that last break. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets him going.
Thank you, Doris. Now here's Shumpert. Pass to Calderon. 6 to shoot. Stoudemire dishes to Calderon. That's blocked. But they get it back. They get it back with 1 on the clock. That's him, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Stoudemire.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Anthony kicks to Shumpert. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Tyson Chandler. You know, it's apparent there what a leader he is. Always communicating.
So grabbing the ball is
whatever.
In sync. Yeah, regardless of whether
whatever.
he's having an off night or not. And that's what makes him such a great leader. Just always trying to help his team any way he can.
And here's something else I love about him, guys. If one of his teammates is on the fringes of the game, maybe not as involved as he should be, and he takes it upon himself to get him involved.
White is checked in for Tyson Chandler. Nelson, the pass to Carter. Back to Nelson. Passes it to Carter. Carter left side. Shot is off. So New York will take it the other way. Calderon kicks to Stoudemire. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they're just giving him too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Knicks trail by 7. Kicks it to Stoudemire. And it's Shumpert penetrating. A shot by D'Alembert, no good. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Nelson kicks to Carter. Nowitzki in the post. D'Alembert's there. Nowitzki's shot's good.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
Shumpert gets an open look. Hits the 3-point bomb.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Carter drives in. That's good. Carter's got 10 points in the quarter.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
For New York, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Anthony with it, and it's Carter picking him up. D'Alembert, he dishes it to Stoudemire. Anthony on the wing. He's looking for D'Alembert and finds him. Off on the layup. Mavericks leading by 8. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and then Carter with the jam.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley.
Pull that rim down.
You need to pull that off.
Both ends of that play, just fantastic.
And the pass to Shumpert. Dishes it to D'Alembert. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up high.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. He was way up there.
Dallas making a switch here. Udrich is checked back in. Feeds it to Parsons. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Well, this this is what he does.
Pull that
Shooting well,
down.
he's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
New York, they're working against the clock now. Calderon has the open look. And again, it's New York.
He's not their first option, but it's not a bad fallback either.
The Mavericks have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. That try by Carter and a missed layup.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Shumpert dishes to Anthony. And it's right, sending it back. Nowitzki inside. Takes it off with both hands and rips it down.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
For New York, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Here's Anthony. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. 28 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Kevin, he's on a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Here's White, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
You see, these looks they're allowing almost automatic.
To the paint. Anthony, the pass to Calderon. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits. And Calderon drops and goes.
Checking out the game Jose Calderon is having. He has 8 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. Now, they don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
And that's all about Dallas will retain possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on the possession.
Now here is Carter. Shumpert with some nice deep. New York shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Calderon kicks to Anthony. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Nowitzki. Kicks it out to Parsons. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
Now here's Calderon. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Dallas has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Udrih. 5 on the clock. Carter with the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
Dallenberg. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes. Like conducting an orchestra.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. How much to be critical of with this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Vince Carter.
Another win in the books. I hope everybody enjoyed. I'd like to thank y'all for watching. Hit that like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And we are on a back-to-back as we go up the road to take on the Pistons in Detroit. Thank y'all for watching. Peace out.